Welcome to WagerTalk TV. I am Kelly Stewart, joined by Steve Merrill and Tony Mejia. We're talking a little NFL Week 17, and who would have thought the Dallas Cowboys have a shot to win the NFC East? I believe they have to win this game, and they also need the Washington football team to lose to the Eagles. Steve, I'm going to start with you. I made this game a pick'em, and boom, Dallas went to a 3-point favorite just like that. Looks like total 45 and even some 44.5 starting to pop up. Your thoughts on this matchup? Does my Dallas to win the NFC East ticket have a shot here?
Oh, there's a very good shot, because they have about a 57% chance or so to win this game as a 3-point favorite. And then, as you said, and by the way, you've got me politically correct. I probably would have slipped and said Redskins because I grew up in the D.C. area. I've gone to over 100 games in my lifespan. Until they have a nickname, I really think they are still the Redskins. But the football team has to win, like you said. So otherwise, if Washington loses Sunday night, the winner of this game will be in the playoffs, and they'll host a game next week, most likely against Tampa Bay if they hold the 5 seed. So the Buccaneers have some motivation to finish that 5 seed, obviously, to play the NFC least winner. But yeah, Dallas right now, that key number of 3, like you said, Kelly, it opened 2.5 early in the week, quickly went up to -3, and about 8 to 9% of the time, NFL favorites win by exactly a field goal. So we'll see where this one settles. It's understandable why the public will probably push this one higher. Will we get a 3.5 by Sunday? Perhaps, because I really think the public has jumped ship on this Giants team. Not only have they lost 3 in a row, but they've also failed to cover 3 in a row. So it's hard to imagine they're going to get much love. Meanwhile, the Cowboys have not only won 3 in a row, they've covered 3 in a row as well. So 2 extremes here. And if we get to 3.5 or more, maybe there'll be some value at that point with the Giants. But it's really hard to trust this offense. They've scored 17 or less in 4 straight games, 19 or less in 5 straight. And Dallas has come alive offensively. They really struggled when Dak Prescott went down, but they're picking things up now. 30 or more in 3 straight games. It really looks like these are 2 teams heading in opposite directions.
Tony, are you on the same page as Steve here? Now, I must have an asterisk next to my Dallas Cowboys NFC East future. It is plus 450. It was after just an atrocious start by this team. I thought maybe they'd go out and get themselves a Jameis Winston, a Ryan Fitzpatrick after he got benched, but no luck. They do have Andy Dalton under center, but he is playing better. Speaking of not playing better, Danny Dimes, Colt McCoy, I don't know if it matters for this Giants team. Steve's right. Look, the public's going to be all over the Cowboys, but part of me just can't blame them.
Well, I mean, your asterisk must say God bless next to it, because, who cares about, the fact that these teams had just such an awful start, and in the NFC least, you almost have to have a 6-10 winner this season. It can't be 7-9 because that's too respectable. So for that matter, you can fade Washington and then hope that Dallas comes into this one and gets it done. They obviously win this tiebreaker. Giants win the tiebreaker with Washington, so they actually get in if Washington loses and they're able to beat the Cowboys. But Kelly, I think that you're going to pull this one out, and it's wild because the offensive line combo is Knight, Williams, Looney, McGovern, and Steele. For the 5th straight game, and the Cowboys are 3-1 with that lineup, which does not include Zach Martin, Lael Collins, Tyrone Smith, Cam Irving, guys that we expected would be there leading the charge for Ezekiel Elliott to lead the NFL in rushing. This is not your older cousin's Dallas Cowboys team. This is a team that is technically somebody's worst nightmare. Because I would not have anticipated anybody saying, sign me up for a division winner where Andy Dalton's leading my team out in week 17 instead of Dak Prescott. And we've overcome such strife. It really did seem like this was destined to be one of those seasons where the Cowboys are watching from home in the playoffs. I do like Dallas in this game. I mean, Daniel Jones comes off a decent performance against the Ravens, but the fact of the matter is, they weren't in that game. The Ravens beat him up a little bit. He threw 41 passes. Cowboys defense, probably the one unit that has stepped up and overachieved on this group. So, I think my money's going to go on the Cowboys in this one.
All right. Thank you to Steve and Tony. Make sure you guys head over to our WagerTalk YouTube channel and check out all of our other game previews.